Good.
FM Mentorship in Public Speaking by Mr. Acep Usman Abdullah. His education background is master degree from the University of Queensland, Australia at 2018. He also got bachelor degree from IPB University Bogor on the 2030. Our speaker current work are founder and mentor in Fans Millennials Network. And then, hold on, I think I kind of have like, okay. President Commission PT Timeless Network, and insurance consultant in PT Prudential Sharia. Our speaker has many fields of interest, such like human research and community development, digital business consulting, financial planning and marketing, and then animal husbandry. Last but not least, English. But now, Mr. Acep was live in Sukabumi, West Java. He also has a special quote sound. Networking goes beyond the term itself. It's about sharing ideas, building connection, and working together. Let's share, connect, and collaborate. Now we're going to listening our speaker sharing. Since Mr. Acep seems really ready and excited to sharing on tonight's session. So, Mr. Acep, the stage is yours.
All right. Thank you so much, Sister Z, for the opportunity. And good evening, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
right.
wabarakatuh.
Just want to make sure first, am I audible, Mr. Dennis and everyone?
Yes.
Good. All right. So please let me know if there is internet. I mean, like a technical issue. Just let me know with on the chat. So probably I have to turn off my video because a little bit different this week. The internet signal here a little bit low. So hopefully this event gonna run smoothly. All right. Thank you for again everyone, and welcome to our weekly meeting. This is our learning community speaking practice group, and I'm glad to be speaker tonight, presenting about my experience, mentorship experience, just recently done this week with a community in DT Peduli. So I would like to share my experience in the event, and hopefully we can take some lessons benefit from this presentation. And of course I'm happy if to take any question feedback from you all to make sure that I can get a better performance in terms of delivering the event and also mentorship program overall. So I would like also to welcome to my friends, I think joining us tonight, special from Sumbawa, I think Nusa Tenggara Barat, Miss Eci, thank you for joining us. She's my friend from
Thank you,
when I was
sir.
at the University of Queensland. Hi, Mbak Eci, welcome. And also, I think Anjar Saputra, one of my potential mentee from DT Peduli, and I think probably some of you here. But yeah, welcome everyone to our learning community speaking practice group. Let me share my presentation tonight. All right. Everybody can view my
Yes.
screen. Thank you,
Yes,
Mr. Dennis.
Mister.
All right. So just mentioned earlier that I just had experience in delivering a mentorship program in DT Peduli Sukabumi, and now I would like to share that experience and what lesson learned from that event. So this presentation contains some points starting from background until follow up. So I'm trying to break down point by point to make sure that everybody can understand clearly what I'm going to deliver. So as you may aware that public speaking skill is essential in any kind of professional field, business, or even students. We need that skill to make sure that we can deliver message clearly to everyone and also to take a leadership role. So I think everybody can agree with this importance of speaking skill. And that time I was invited to deliver knowledge or to transfer knowledge about public speaking by my friend in Dete Peduli, and I said, "Oh, would you like to be a speaker in our community because we have potential participants aware this, and I, without any further thinking, I accept that offer, and then all right, because I realized that they are potential participants that we can help them to grow, and we can also accompany them to in the academic side or in professional side afterward. So there are around 20 participants. He said, then okay, I think that's a good number because for this start, as the first start, I think because Fans Millennial Network offers some mentorship program earlier, but the ones that we had a large number, I think just recently from DT Peduli. So okay, I think it's a good move. So I started to take another level to deliver this mentorship program. But unfortunately, I only got 2 hours. Previously, I received 1 hour, but then I negotiated with the committee. Would you like to give me more, around 2 hours? Because I think by having 1 hour is not really good one. I mean, I need to provide comprehensive knowledge and practice, so I need at least 2 hours. And then I was granted to get 2 hours, even though I think I consider that one is still limited. So then I think I thought that okay, so this one just for initial activity, and we need to have a kind of follow up afterward. I received this information 1 week before, so I formulated some strategy how to deliver this knowledge effectively to 20 participants, and then I conducted a kind of survey to understand the needs of the participants, a kind of simple survey using Google Form, because I want to deliver need-based teaching. So what I wanted to deliver, just the things or the knowledge that they want. So uh, I created some questionnaires, and then I collected some informations about them, and then I created the material that I wanted to deliver in that event. And I still realized that long life and self learning is essential, is pivotal for them. So I left some take home message and some area that they need to be done after the event, kind of mentorship program. So this is need based teaching that I created. So I created some questions on questionnaire using Google Form. What we can get from this presentation, I mean from this questionnaire, we can see the needs of the participants. So I provided some questions regarding that one, and also their basic or fundamental skills that they had, including the experience in mentorship earlier. And then another method that I conducted is long life and self learning. So I provided some information how to maintain these public speaking skills by joining mentorship program or any kind of event that can support. Make sure there is a follow up after the training program. So this is the result of our potential mentees or prospective mentees. We had 6 male and 12 female from various backgrounds. They are mostly senior high schools from nursing, vocational, I mean, I mean, science, social, including agribusiness, marketing, as well as, if I'm not mistaken, there is also in computer jaringan or IT. And I also received their dream, like their cita-cita or their preferred professional work after they graduated from university or from their high school. And also they desire to go abroad. Mostly they wanted to go to Japan, and some of them wanted to go to Mecca, probably for Hajj pilgrim, and then they also eager to learn new things. So when I was offering a kind of a list of potential mentorship programs such as IT, English, and also graphic design and video editing, they are really eager. They are eager to learn those things as well, other than public speaking. I mean, in addition to public speaking. And in terms of public speaking experiences, they had different level of experiences, but mostly they have basic skill in that one. They consider that they, because they always, I mean, they frequently deliver ceramah in their pesantren. So they consider, okay, I have basic skill in public speaking. But it's interesting to know how we tested them when we had an event in yesterday. All right. And then in terms of need assessment, I got some information. Participants, they need right mindset in public speaking because they are really afraid, and they fear. They have a big fear. I mean, and then they have a kind of stage fright. So they wanted to change that one. Their mindset. Public speaking important, but public speaking is also easy for them to do. And then some of them, they said, okay, I need to improve confidence level as well, and also be familiar with the techniques. They wanted to know the right technique of public speaking, and as I mentioned earlier, they wanted to overcome stage fright and more organized speech. So those components, or those aspirations, are the reference for me to create presentation material for them during the training program yesterday. And this is the way I deliver the presentations. So I started from providing my experience in public speaking journey, starting from high school in 2006, and then when I was in IPB, taking undergraduate students. That time it was my first time going abroad in 2012, having student conference in Perlis, Malaysia. There is a Southeast Asia Animal Science Student Network for the first time. So IPB initiated that one. It's like IAAS, yeah, Mr. Dennis, but this is for animal science part. And then I also joined in Toastmaster Club in Locker Valley. Probably Mbak Echi knew this one. I think Mbak Echi also attended this one when we were in Locker Valley, Gatton. So and then to the participant. So the key success for being in public speaker can be seen from acknowledge, learn, practice, and mentorship. So we formulated the success become ALPM, A acknowledge. So we have to understand that public speaking is essential. We have to now how this can be applied or can be implemented in our professional field or in our academic matters like academic business, and also how to learn. There are some techniques that we need to learn, and also we need to practice the right practice, how to do the right practice. And then we offer the idea also how to get mentoring program to make sure that they can grow their skill. I mean, to make sure that they always have a progressive result, and they can maintain them, and then can network further, can take a further level of challenge. So I started from giving understanding about benefits, starting from personal, education, social, professional, business, and also the challenges of public speaking. Can be categorized into three: psychological, including fear and stage fright, like trembling, sweating, or worry. So there are 10 techniques there are 10 good parameters of good public speaker, starting from time management, clarity, eye contact, engagement with audience, until visual aid. And then also environmental things. We need to acknowledge that environmental constraint or environmental issue also may hamper our delivery in public speaking, including technical issues, unfamiliar setting, limited time, noise, or distraction. So we have to understand all of this to make sure that we can run an event smoothly, or when you are MC or public speaker, you have to understand all these challenges, and then practice or prepare before. While the next one regarding the techniques, I also deliver this one: how to have a relaxation techniques, starting from reframing our mindset to make sure that we have positive perspective on public speaking, focusing on value rather than just okay, if you are in stage fright condition, making sure that you are focusing on value, the content of your presentation rather than just how if other consider you, okay, you are a medical public speaker, or you are incompetent. Don't think like that. Make sure that you have good mindset, good positive mindset, and focus on value that you are delivering to the audiences, and accept imperfection as well. So we have weaknesses, we have strength, and we have to acknowledge imperfection. And then if we still have time, just practice. But if you don't have time, just go ahead, understand that we will have a kind of imperfection, and it's natural. Like everybody also has that pitfalls. And also to make sure that we have you previously heard about how we can take deep breath and hold for a while and then push it. So that technique is very helpful if you are in stage fright, like trembling, sweating. So make sure that you are taking deep breath, hold for a while, and then release it. And then eye contact technique. So if you shy, for instance, um, well, you can look at the forehead rather than the eyes. So this also helpful because your speaking partner will consider that okay, you're still having good eye contact, but in fact you just looking at their forehead rather than their eyes. But of course, we need to know. I mean, we need to do the right thing, like looking at their eyes. But at the beginning, if you're shy, just look at their forehead. It's fine, totally fine. And after that, we also need to understand visual aid, like understanding theory of color, balance layouting, mastering graphic design skills like operating Canva, PowerPoint. That's very important. And also mastering video editing skills like operating CapCut. It's kind of video editing apps that you can easily download either on your handphone or mobile phone or on your computer or laptop. And also there are some others apps, related apps like Filmora, Adobe, and so on. And then we also need to learn about preparation techniques, knowing your audience, goals, venue, and related. If you are invited as speaker or being MC, for instance, making sure that you understand the audience, how many participants, how about their background, what is your goal or the objective of your presentation, and also come earlier or come in advance to the venue or to the site where you will present or you will conduct MEC, for instance. Make sure that you are familiar with all these things, and then knowing your material also important, researching your speech content. So when I was undertaking this training program, I needed to take information about their needs to make sure that the material that I deliver is really effective and they feel satisfied with the content that they receive from me. And then organize your speech as well, opening, body closing, and make sure dress code is fit to the event. Jangan salah kostum, ya. And then understanding language as well is important, especially in English, like grammar, pronunciation, variety of words and phrases or sentence expressions during presentation or when you are delivering MC or taking a role as a moderator. Okay, all right. About practice, I suggested some points here. Peer learning is also effective and also costly low. I mean, low cost because you need to have a kind of community, and then there is a committee can organize that one, and then making a role distribution like MC, speaker, evaluator. What we are doing now in speaking practice group, I think this is an example, good example of peer learning. Also, you can do in your area, I mean, in your homeland, in your office, for instance, making a kind of groups, peer learning groups, and making sure that you have a kind of guideline as well. And then talking about structure guideline, we can create evaluation table. There are some parameters that you can checklist, and then giving and for you can provide input or feedback easily as well based on the table. And then if you have participants or friends that they still have basic skills in English, you can they can learn, they can read, they can learn by heart, so that one day they realized that if you have a skills in language, including English, if you don't practice, like you don't come to the peer learning group, or even if you don't have any kind of business with foreigners, and use it you don't use it anymore, I'm afraid that your skill will go down, like it will disappear in accordance with time. So make sure you maintain your skill, especially in language, and come frequently to the peer learning practice, like speaking practice group. And also we need to have supportive environment when practice. Speaking practice group is a safe environment for us, no judgment here. So we have a various background of participants from elementary school until older people, no matter. So we support each other. For example, Z now, she is moderator, and I think she's fine becoming moderator with me as a speaker. So we are now basically know everybody can practice no matter the level of English, no matter age, no matter their background or faith, religion, or even ethnicity. So just come here in speaking practice. So that's one of an example of supportive environment. And then about mentoring, mentoring has important function as follow: personalized feedback, of course. So we understand one by one, I mean the participants or the mentee. We can tailor advice on segment. Feedback can be customized to the mentee's uniqueness, including strengths and weaknesses, accelerating the development of their skill as well. And then reduce learning curve means we can accelerate learning because mentors has experiences, and then mentor doesn't want that the mentee encounter the same issues like mentor did in the past. So we can accelerate the learning process because there is an experience from expert. I mean, from the one who already can pass the already pass the challenges in the past, and then they can provide lesson learned for mentee who new to this environment or to don't need to do the same effort. They just focus on the things that we already started. So it means that we can reduce learning curve. And mentorship or mentoring also provide networking opportunities. Mentors can provide some opportunity in terms of career and also other kind of network, friendship, and even they can gain more experience when they are connected with other organizations. So that's benefit from mentoring. And I think the last one is long-term development. A mentor mentee relationship foster continuous improvement and learning. And mentee builds solid foundation for their speaking skills, benefiting their personal and professional life. So that's one of the important part of mentoring benefit, long-term development. All right. So this is an example of Fans Million mentorships. Recently, I mean, previously I didn't really realize that this is a kind of mentorship program, but when I tried to just do it, and then I realized, okay, this is very powerful. And I have some mentees here. I don't know if some of them also join our conversation. I mean, our speaking practice group meeting tonight. So this one, Yuslan, I don't know. Yuslan already here from Maluku, Ahmadiani, Jenny, Checheng, Naren. I think they focus on digital creative. They perform in some organization that network with fans millennials. Defense Heritage Society, Creative Digital, Zillennial Corner in Sukabumi in our foundation or yayasan. And also IKA Digital Millennials is a kind of association for alumni of Senior. And then in IT business strategy, I also applied mentorship approach to new or to trainees in our partner organization in IT. So we created Net Digital Academy this year, and we run around 3 months program, and they pass, and they now run the business. Some of them they work now with good performance. So I realized, okay, seems that I have a good skill in giving a kind of support to new employee, and then they can progress further in their company, and also they have a uniqueness compared to other employee or staff who didn't receive any mentorship program. Also, I would say in public speaking in English, I think speaking practice group also, and Boyang Kreasi for kids and teen. This is also in public speaking in English. But I don't really think this is a very mentoring program. But soon I need to also contact with Mr. Dennis how we can create a mentoring program in speaking practice group for those who really want to have one-on-one session or they want to receive tailored feedback or customized feedback so that they can come to speaking practice group and they can be really confident becoming speaker or MC or moderator or even just becoming active participant here. So we need to figure out about this one. This is just initial things, but in Boyang Kreasi, I had a different approach in teaching. I really wanted to know their uniqueness, their strength, and one-on-one mentorships to the kids in terms of public speaking in English. Okay, we also had exercise or play after delivering the material. I mean the theory. We have three participants per group, and then we delivered four topics, including public speaking, English, graphic design, video editing, and IT business. So um, I offer them different topics, and then we provide evaluation table as well and evaluation technique based on sandwich style. I was inspired by Toastmaster. My mentor in Australia really what we call provided me good or a strong foundation in giving evaluations to the speaker or to people who joins the learning community. She emphasized the importance of having constructive feedback. We can imagine sandwich. Sandwich has three layers: the top, the bottom, and the middle. The top and the bottom should be put by plus points, like the plus feedbacks, plus inputs. So, for instance, if the speaker has eye contact, good eye contact, so that's the first plus. And then if the speaker has a good body gesture, for instance, okay, that's the plus. But the speaker may have a kind of weakness. For instance, they have quite often, so that's the minus. We start with the plus. So we appreciate the speaker because she or he has good eye contact. However, he or she has unnecessary filler quite often. However, or having said that, the speaker overall has good performance because he or she has good body gesture. So that's the way we provide feedbacks to the mentee or to the participant in public speaking exercise. This is the pictures of our activities at that time. Five groups, two female groups, and two male groups and three female groups. Each group consists of three participants. This one, Ikhwan two groups, Ahwat three groups. And then each group has MC, has speaker, and has evaluator. But this one, as you can see on the picture, I think this is from different groups because we don't mix between Ikhwan and Akhwat in the community. Okay, after that, we have feedback session. So we propose a link and then we ask them to fill the form. Just want to make sure that either my presentation can be acceptable, can provide what they need, or they have some feedbacks for me to make to increase or to improve my performance later. So I provided feedback after the event. So soon after the event finished, I provided feedback to them, and then all of them filled the form, and this is the result. And this is the result of the feedback. Mostly they are satisfied with my presentation or the delivery or practice that I organize. So 4 out of 5. 4 means satisfied. Even 4 more, 4.2 something means that okay, glad to hear this feedback. And then they also love the implementation of theory into practice. At the same time, even though 2 hours, they had experience in practice because they apply what they received at the beginning of the session and then they okay. with. And then 94% they said yes to mentoring program. So this is a kind of homework for me. How we had a how we Fans Millennial Network organize mentoring program after the event. So we will coordinate or communicate further with the partner organization regarding this. And other favorite topics that I found, in addition to public speaking, they also interested in IT business and in English as well. All right, so these are some follow-up activities needed that peduli, and also we may provide hybrid approach. I mean, hybrid method in terms of delivering mentoring program, both online and offline, because they are in different sub districts, so it probably difficult to have a kind of meeting online, even though it's still in the same city in Sukabumi. And we need to also to have plan and conduct meal like measurement, evaluation, and learning. So I don't have that one now. Probably I need to think further about mail technique, a measurement, evaluation, and learning to make sure that the mentoring program that I'm going to deliver is measurable and can be effective at the end. All right, that's all my presentation. Hopefully, this provide insight for you, and I'm happy to take any feedback or question from you all. And back to you, moderator, Sister Z.
Wow, there was an amazing topic from Mr. Rachel. Please give him an applause. Now we enter to the Q&A session. For those who want to ask questions, you can raise your hand or write it below on the chat box. Thank you.
Yes, question session. All right, everyone, if you have question, just raise your hand so that the moderator will offer
Okay.
you opportunity.
I guess we
Okay,
have
I think
yeah. We have also from Mr. Yusuf. You may open your microphone.
Okay. Thank you for this opportunity. Hello, Mr. Asep. Sir, I cannot
hi.
open the camera. Okay. So my question is, I think that because perhaps my signal is really low in my area, so that's why I want to ask the fundamental things as a public speaker, because I think that I always face the problem when I speak to the public, when I have to speak in front of the public. So regarding about one of the standard from you mentioned before that it's time management, because sometimes when I speak, sometimes it's less or sometimes more duration. So do you have a trick or tips for as a beginner speaker to more confidence? Okay, I think that my time management is good enough to present, to speak in front of the public. I think so. That's it.
All right, thank you so much, Brother Yuslan, for the questions. Well, okay, thank you also for the time that you devoted tonight from Maluku. I think I know there probably little there is weather issues, but hopefully you are safe there. Okay, in terms of time management, yeah, as I mentioned on my presentation, we need to practice and we need to have a kind of a small committee like peer learning. We have friends who can provide evaluation, including our time, becoming a timer, for instance. Um, what I did when I was in Trustmaster, for instance, there is a timekeeper. Timekeeper has function not only just recording, I mean, like making, like being a timer, but also they recorded the time that we take during speech. So after that, the timekeeper will present the evaluation. So how many minutes that we pass from the allocated time. And of course, it's not the easy one. We need to understand the total time that we receive from the committee, and then after that, we need to practice. And not only one, we need to make sure that the practice that you carry out is acceptable in some practice. Okay, you can get the target, like the goal. Okay, if you want to get 5 minute speech, for instance. So practice that. Probably at the beginning you pass 5 minutes, like you get 6 minutes, and then come again until you get 5 minutes, and making sure that it's consistent, right? It's consistent. So you need to practice more until you get the consistent number, 5 minutes or more or less. Okay, I think 30 seconds, it's still fine. 30 seconds more, it's still fine. But between 4 minutes and 30 seconds and 5 minutes more, 30 seconds. So it needs effort, certainly, but again, if you want to get practice right, making sure not only one, making sure that you practice, and then you get the desired time consistently. So when it happens in the real world, I mean, in the real practice, when you are, for example, presenting the real work, so you need to have a big effort anymore because you practice a lot at the beginning, and and you realize that you can receive consistent result during the real speech. So that's my suggestion. Probably you can try, Brother Yuslan. But of course, I still also learn about this. Um, Making sure that you understand how many minutes that are how many, the time that you need to the duration of your speech from the committee. You have to understand, or that information before, and then practice. And peer learning program or mentoring program, I think it's also designed to be I mean, the mentee or the participant should have good time management skills. That's the part of the delivery parameters. Time management is also part of the evaluation table. So don't worry, if you have a good committee, I mean good learning community, I think this one is also included in the skills that you have to master. Hopefully this answer your question.
Of course. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Is there any more questions? I think I will count down from 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh,
and
Brother Yusan still raise hand.
I guess you are
Okay, okay. Could I?
sure.
Okay. Okay. So the question is, for Mr. Asep, I really inspired you. You inspired me to not only be a speaker, but is also a leader. But if you want to be a leader, you should have to be a good speaker, good to be a speaker. So the question is, as a leader, have one of the ability to influence the people with the how to productive or informative speak to the people. And do you have some experience or how to increase our ability in as a speaker and as a leader to influence the people that what make them engage what the topics or what we materials inform to them. That's it.
All right. Thank you. Leadership, and it's very strongly related with communication style as well, because influencing others mostly by having verbal or through speech, right? I mean, we have to deliver message clearly, and then we need to have a kind of the power of influencing people. Yes, one of the basic requirement is communicate effectively, providing clear message to our subordinate or staff or friends or our speaking partner. They need to receive clear message from us. So we need to communicate effectively, straight to the point if necessary, and don't add anything that can distract or disrupt the message. So that's the basic requirement. And the second one, of course, this is more than just saying something or delivering message verbally, or we provide kind of instruction, but we need to be an example leader or exemplary leader. Means that you have to have exemplary leadership. So before you ask others to do so, make sure you know what you are instructing, and if necessary, you do that first. Providing example to your staff or to your subordinate or your organization members, for instance, they sometimes they want to know how to do it, or even they want to prove that the leader or the head of division or the chairman can do that as well. But of course, it doesn't apply to many fields. But if you think that okay, that task can be done by yourself first, do it. Showing an example for others and influence your members or your staff. And of course, communication is still the top priority. But again, consistent with what you say, consistent between your what you do and what you say. That's important as well. So I think I would like to say I would like to recommend three things. The first one, effective communication. The second one, being exemplary or showing an example as a leader, or probably exemplary leadership. And the third one is being consistent with your words and with between your word and what you do. Hopefully that answers your question, Brother Isla.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
So, is there anyone else gonna ask anything? I will just count down from five. Five, four, three, two, one. Okay. So the Q&A session is now over, and we're ready to answer the presenting certificate, taking group picture. Which answer Mr. Ashok or Mr. Dennis will take over. So I'll give it right.